Yo, welcome back to another episode of Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Tito, aka Ed. I got my brother Ben with me, aka Daily B Baller. What's good,
Yeah,
Ben?
was good.
Yo, man, this is episode 6, bro. Shit. Episode 6, man. Seems like we did the first one yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Shit, it's crazy. Yeah.
not quick.
But yeah, man, what you think about last week's episode though, Ben? That shit was crazy, you know?
That was
with,
crazy.
with
Crazy on a
South
lot of
Bay
different
Magic,
levels.
yeah.
My phone it got
Phone
hot.
died, yeah.
It
You know what
got
I'm
hot.
saying? Shout out to
We're gonna have
South Bay
another banger.
Magic Elite, you know what I'm
About to
saying?
be
Shout
another
out to
banger here,
them.
bro.
Oh shit, you're about to be another one, bruh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the part two was dope, man. Oh, hella talking shit, you know that. That was pretty dope, yeah. But yeah, man, let's get this episode started, bro. All right, Ben, we got a stand-up guy for today's episode, bro. I've known this dude since he was like in 8th grade, man. Back when he was
young
in middle school, bro.
young
Yeah,
days,
yes,
You
sir.
making that sound like a long time ago.
It's been
bruh.
a
Hey,
minute. It's
hey,
been
it
a
is
minute.
though.
It's been a minute, you know what I'm saying? He a young killer in the court and a young killer in the mic, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't let him fool you like that. You feel me? Without further ado, let me introduce y'all to Earthtown's very own Mula, Roshad Miller. What's
What's
going on,
happening? What's
fam?
happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's up with y'all?
Welcome.
Appreciate y'all having me on. You feel
Yes,
me? This
sir.
is what's up. Hell yeah,
Yes,
definitely
sir.
going back. Hey, I go back to when the Adwood mixtape first came out and figured out how to do that damn pass. You feel me? That little pass. I said it the other day. We was hooping and he did it, and I was like, "You still do that?"
He got that in the
Yeah,
bag.
yeah, bro. I
Bro,
mean,
my God,
it's been
bro.
like, yeah, I've known boy for a long ass time. Like,
Hell
yeah,
yeah. Pretty much
yeah,
watched me grow up.
yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, hell
Pretty
yeah.
much, yeah,
Because that
yeah,
was when I first really got into, the whole basketball, just being
yeah,
my own person. You feel me? Like,
yeah,
when I really started stepping out, it was
yeah,
hell yeah.
Right.
You always been. That's true, bro. Like
yeah.
always, bro. It's never
Always.
been a time that we've never stayed in contact. You definitely a
Yeah,
very
yeah,
good person, bro.
yeah.
I definitely
Still,
respect
man.
that.
Yeah, he a real one, Ben. Yep. All right. So first question we always ask in Coach's Corner: who did you pat in your game growing up, man? Who you trying to be? Who you trying to look like growing up? Like, you feel me?
So with that one, it was crazy because me, you always know me. I've always been a big boy. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like I've always, had weight on me. You feel me? But I was small, but I could move. I had quick feet. I was good, smart with the ball. And honestly, man, it was I would say BD, Aaron Davis, man. That's like I
Ooh,
watched a
Nice.
lot of BD growing
ooh,
up, like cause I
yeah,
realized he was a chunkier dude. He wasn't the fastest, but he got where he needed to get to. He did what he did in his shot. He could shoot, and that was pretty much me. I had a solid mid range. I get where I needed to. Big man, little man, didn't matter who really what it was. And
yeah,
you was gonna get, for me it was all you gonna get this work. Like I had a
yeah,
cocky attitude when I was little,
yeah.
man. You feel me? I know that for sure. You feel me? I thought I was great, and I really still think, with good times would have been there. But yeah, Baron Davis, easily,
Baron
man.
Davis,
Baron
man.
Davis,
Hey,
man.
that's facts though, man. That's facts.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I remember him balling, man, strong as shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like he's
He,
small, but like he's like he chunky too, but that boy's strong. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
yeah.
So like, yeah, BD, man. Hey, that's what's up. That's good, man.
And, and,
I'm not
and
gonna
the
lie.
way he talks shit too.
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah,
remember that BD had
yeah,
he had like I ain't gonna yell at you, but I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, that's facts. That's
I
what's
ain't gonna
up,
lie. I peeked
man.
over at your guys' court a couple times. I see you working over there.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey, I'm
yeah,
more so just trying to help little man. Aaron's been in my life. And he's helped me a
yeah,
lot. And once he told me his son is really getting into hoop, I was like, that's I would
yeah,
definitely. I like teaching the youth, man.
Yeah.
yeah.
Is the youth is our future, in my
Mm-hmm.
eyes, and as long as you can teach them, especially if they want to be it. I never had nobody like me really until I got around Ant and a couple of these other
Mm-hmm.
dudes. Like I didn't have nobody like me telling me what to do if I was when I was 10, 11. If
Mm-hmm.
I did, shit, you never know where I would have been.
Yeah,
Like just letting me know little things, and definitely, so I just try to pass that on because I would love just to, even somebody like, oh yeah, I play hoop in my life, and this one black dude, man, shy, he told me this one
yeah,
thing and I never
yeah,
forgot. That
yeah,
wouldn't that be great? You feel me?
Yeah.
You never
yeah.
know. So
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you remember that one thing that this person told you, you know what I'm saying? And then
Yep.
that's just that one little thing, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be a big thing, but just that one little thing. But if they remember what you said to them, that's big.
Yep.
That's super big.
Yep.
Yep. So,
Yep.
all right, man. So, like, who's Rashad Miller? You know what I'm saying? Let everybody know.
So, Roshad Miller, me, I'm a easygoing person. I get along. I know a lot of people. Like I get along with people. I'm a very let's say like how do you say, like I got a good attitude towards life, outlook. I like to get to know people. You know, I take people for who they are, not what they are. You know, and what they bring. You know, that's one thing. Like I give people my respect and they lose it. So I'm one of those people. Like I love people. Like I'm a people person. You know, I like to talk to people. I like to show people things I've done. Sometimes I get in trouble, talk a little too much, leak a little too information. But other than that, you know, me, I'm a big-hearted person. You feel me? And I try to do the best that I can. Every day I wake up, I make mistakes just like any other man, you know, would. And other than that, you know, that's Roshad in a nutshell. You know, of course, Roshad and Rosh, you know, the rapper and the hooper too. Like it's different people. You feel me? But Roshad and Roshad in the instant, big heart, always try to smile. Emotions usually on the sleeve. I'm saying you gonna know. But other than that, you get what you see. I'm real in any aspect. I try not to, you know, differentiate or show people to be different to other people, because you never know how when that person runs to another person talk about you. You know, I kind of like that. You know, people to realize, like, to come together because they know me, and that's happened a lot. You know, now that I've grown up, you know, I went somewhere and they somehow somebody said your name and they start talking. You know, next you know, people best friends. Like I know babies that are made because of that person that I've been made. So it's like I keep doing it. You know. Like literally, right? Like so, I just keep trying to be that person ever since I was little, and I take that definitely like thing I've learned from older people, like especially even like Aunt, you know, older people just always and being inviting. You know?
Yeah, it's real. Like you know what I'm saying? I'll vouch for that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't really stay connected with a lot of people back in high school, back when I was real, but he's one of the person that I stayed connected with, like, you know what I'm saying, the whole time. Like, you know, I hollered at him here and there, like, what's good, like, you know, what's that, and all that shit. But, you know, we still connected. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's one of those guys,
It's that saying, you know, we ain't got to talk every day, but when you hear me, you know what it is.
You
ain't got to worry about nothing. You know, when I told you maybe 3-4 years ago, same shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how I am.
Yeah,
that's important. Exactly. I think that's important to have for people, man. Is like friends like that. Like a couple of the guys that come to our open run, like the you know, like Kevin and all them. I haven't seen them for I won't say like 6-7 years, but when we all got together, it's almost like you just pick up, you know, where you left off. So that's important to have. That's important to have. Important to have.
Exactly.
Sure.
Yeah,
but I see that. I like that. With everybody you had there, I felt that. Like I felt that. Even with that little vibe, I was telling my girl, she's like, "You want to play basketball?" I was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "But like these fools, like I can tell they're all responsible people, and they're all, you know, they're all good guys. Like at the end of the day, you know, if something happens, you know, it's a risk everybody's gonna take in life, period. But come on, hoop is forever. I don't care if the world go in, you people probably still gonna be out there trying to shoot. So.
Exactly.
So I definitely respect that, Ben. I definitely respect that, and I see the people you bring around, and I like that, bro. I like how you keep the same people around. That's good.
Yeah, we're glad to have you out there, man. You're part of the family. Me and Ed are the same way, man. Once you join the little event like that, you part of the group now.
I'll be there. Anything you need, let me know.
Like, listen, we don't bring everybody in, but once we bring you in, you're in. You feel me?
I see that. Trust me, I peeped it.
Yeah. So, when did you start playing basketball and why? You know what I'm saying?
So my first experience of basketball actually was, so it's kind of crazy. So I played basketball just growing up, like always just kind of knew. I never like, you know, none of this. And my father wasn't there. You know, he didn't teach me. My mom was not an athlete. My sister ain't no athlete. I grew up in apartments. So when I grew up in apartments, you know, you go outside. That's what you do, right? And it was I grew up in Baywood. There was a half court in Baywood.
I was gonna say Baywood,
right? So there's a half court in our shit. So you gotta play. You gotta, to be on that court, you're gonna run a couple games. You gotta be nice to play, pretty much. You can't just, the big kids go over there, they broke that rim like what, 6-7 times. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so the big kids was out there playing. So for us, you had to be legit. And that was my focus as a young kid. Even I want to say like my first real experience, like 4th grade, 5th grade. That was when I really started getting into it. And that I was like, so 18, I was like 94, 95. That was, you know, the whole Jordan era, all that type of stuff. I didn't really know about Jordan too much. That's some crazy shit too. Didn't really know about that. I was really into watching basketball. I was into playing since I was a kid. You know? And so I just seen it as a pastime. I didn't, because like when I watched that the documentary they did on Jordan, I realized like, damn, this was going on while I was growing up. But I was outside, like, 'cause I grew up in apartments. So I was just always outside, just straight up. So pretty much just patting my game to get better, to play with the big kids, and that was really what it was. And then it's also the game that brought me and my best friend together. One of my best friends, Robert Turvin. I know y'all may know him.
Yes, sir.
Made it to the league, made it to NFL. My big boy, that's my brother. That's family. I've known him since diapers, you know. And so with that was what really brought us together. Like in 4th grade, he didn't really know how to play hoop. I taught him how to play basketball.
Tell me, dog. We used to. Oh man, I remember. I used to play with his cousin Jason. I don't know if you remember Jason.
Yeah.
I used to play with his cousin Jason. Like me and Jason was close. Like you know what I'm saying. And like Robert tried to ball with us all the time. Like you know what I'm saying. And Jason used to kick him off the court every time. It was so bad, dog.
He wouldn't even let him play it off.
He wouldn't. Nope. Like Jason was like, you're not.
Hey, Jason was it. And that was our big bruh. So you understand what I'm saying? It was the hard love he showed us. Like, look, you want to play, you got to be able to play. I'm not gonna be out here carrying you. I want to win. You understand? And it put that good dog mentality. That's why I say Roshad the hooper is different from Roshad the person. When the basketball's on, you might, I might get a little heated sometimes, but it's just all the passion of the game. You want to do what you were taught as a young man. It's just to hoop. So me and Robert, that's probably the fall in love part right there. Was able to teach my friend how to play, and then I taught him a couple things. I won't say I taught him all this game. I'm not saying we're gonna sit here and do that, but just the basics that we learned together growing up. And we just grew up, just kept playing, and then the love of the game was just being able to go outside and run the court, the king of the court in the apartments. That was a big thing to talk about. Like when the big kids told you, "Oh yeah, he nice," that little kid nice. You felt that, you loved that shit. It was just for me. I didn't have a big brother. I just had my sister. Well, I love my sister to death. You feel me? But she worked just like my mom worked a lot. So they didn't really get to see the things. So the kids out there, that was like my AAU. That was like my stuff like that. I was out there balling because I didn't know about AAU. And then once I actually came to find out about AAU, I was like 8th grade. Like already game was patent, game was down, what I did. And then that's when I went to try. And then I made a couple, I'm in the NJB teams, made a couple plays and organized. And it was cool. I had fun. And actually made me realize, damn, I wish I would have learned this before because I was nice. Like I was over here with some street knowledge dropping 30, 40 a game as an 8th grader, and I was like, damn, if I was in this whole time, because one coach even was like, I never seen the AAU circuits, and I was like, we Caribbean, we from South America, I don't know nothing about AAU. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom didn't know nothing about that. She just knew, go outside, they can babysit you. I'm gonna go to work. That's what my mom knew, and I respect it. So at the end of the day, that was, I think, just the fact of the matter that it was a pastime. My babysitter, let's see what else, like my connection, basketball, it was pretty much a big factor in the person that I am today.
Yeah, sure. Fact. And when you say like the outside your babysitter, like your basketball, like what I'm saying, like you growing up at Baywood, I remember like I'm saying, everybody was outside because that's where I used to hang around at when I was like back in high school. I used to hang around day apartments.
Little bad at.
Yeah, a little bad at. When you say Baywood apartments, Ben, back in the gap, man, they'd be like, oh shit, nah. They know.
That was a Fremont ghetto right there. It's crazy. Like,
but everybody in that apartment is real. Like, what I'm saying? Like, everybody.
Fremont didn't have many ghettos, you could say. Like, they had their little areas, but Baywood apartments, niggas do. Baywood apartment, it was weird too. Like, you never understood. It's like, it wasn't bad. Like, you could it's not somewhere you could walk through another. That's where all the kids were. That's where we all played. Everybody met there. Everybody from the schools, because not everybody went to the same school, so they invited a friend. Everybody's in there. Like 100 little kids playing football on the street and shit. Tackle football in the middle of the street. I'm telling you, man. I promise you, anybody from Baywood that you ever have on this podcast, they will tell you the same thing. Bro. That was the epitome of growing up in our version of Fremont ghetto. I do this because Fremont's not a ghetto place. Fremont is a cultural place, but every bird has its bads. But I would say it wasn't bad. It was just more so it cultured you. It humbled you.
No,
it made you.
Baywood wasn't bad. No, not at all. Like it's not like you go out there, you're scared to go out there now, man. You go out there if you're real, man. They welcome you. Like what I'm saying. Like it's like, and then it's like diverse too. It wasn't just like like one culture, race, or whatever, but
Yeah.
it was diverse. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hella.
One of my good friends, like, you know what I'm saying, Donald, like, I don't remember Donald, yeah, like, you know, the one of my good friend Donald, like, you know, he stay out there, like, you know, he's white, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he blends in with them, but he didn't have to change the way he is. You feel
He
me?
was a goofball, boy. That boy's a
He stayed the
goofball.
way
Yeah.
he is. So they would, like, you know what I'm saying, that plays real. Yeah.
I love him and his parents too. Yeah.
Yeah. Parents is real too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They
Like how
was,
you said that,
that's
man.
them.
Yeah, I like how you said that. You know, when you say your mom just kind of told you to go out, that's kind of how we all grew up for the most part. It's like our families are just like, okay, do your thing. I used to actually have to sneak out and jump over my fence to go play with my friends in apartment complexes and whatnot.
Hey.
But and I had to run back to the backyard, pretend like I'd been there the whole time. But hopefully my mom ain't watching, right?
Hey.
Nah, but I mean that's how it was though. You'd go out and nowadays, our kids are definitely taking for granted the
Yep.
ability to go out. But as parents, too, I know for me, it's a little bit different now to have our kids go out because you have all this crazy stuff going on. But yeah, man, that's one of the things that makes you for sure. So I definitely can see, if you go out there and you go on the courts, the basketball courts, you play football, whatever, and you're out there with the community, you have to build that realness, or else you can be isolated. So. Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. I think a lot of kids need to hear that too. It's like you go out, get a group of friends, man, get a group of your boys, and go chill instead of just talking to each other on MySpace or Fortnite and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it is crazy how those games now have just like it's like changed so much. Like I went the other day and I was my girl, she has a couple nieces and nephews. They're smart as hell. They love video games. But it's like one of them, it's like, you ever go outside? You know, like let's. But the thing about it is good because it's like 5 of them, so they definitely know. They go outside, they play, they get stuff. But sometimes, like you see, like the oldest one, he just play video games. You know what I mean? It's like damn, bro. Like I definitely feel like when video games came out, I did play a lot, but I always just went outside. Like it was funner to me. You feel me? Like I got hella scars on my heads and arms because of going outside. Like like I got memories. Like and that's the thing. Like I think it's different. Memories on your body. Memories is just being out. But like you said, our generations are kind of different. More people having more kids and not more time to take care of their kids.
Right.
Hey,
that's true.
You feel me? Like. That's this, but that's a whole nother thing to talk about. Hold on, I got plugged in. Sorry, guys. My shit is dying.
We don't want that shit to happen like last time.
Having to me, having to Ed, all in one episode. Shoot.
Oh, for real, all in one episode. Yeah.
No, it was funny because you said that. Right when you said that, I was like, "Let me tap it." Damn, 13%.
Yeah, but so Shad, where and what court or park did you play growing up? Saying that this is my part. I mean, I'll probably know, but like
you all right. So look, it's funny. So I'm gonna say this. So growing up as a very young, young, I would definitely say my apartments. They would because it was like that's where you play. Mm-hmm. But there was actually there's 2 courts I'm gonna say. Because sometimes my mom wouldn't let me go all the way to Irvington Park. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So there's a court. There is I think I want to say like a home. It's not an ambulance. So it's like a special needs school. Mm-hmm. That's what it was. It was right at the cemetery. You know the cemetery in there. When you come out Baywood, the cemetery right across the street. Right across the street from that was the school. Behind that, they had a full court basketball court. And I remember when they rebuilt it. So they had rebuilt it, and then I remember when they rebuilt it. That's when we're like, damn, shit's crazy. And then we all started going back there because it was a full court. So now we can run full court games. You feel me? We can run the whole game. We can. So it was fun. Like, and then all the kids go over there, and we started getting in trouble because we weren't supposed to be back there. So they all, that was my court. You feel me? I go back there, dropping games, man. I get heated. I remember going crazy at that court, getting in trouble. People getting hella mad and running home with their basketball because they hella mad. Like I'm telling you, I remember one time me and Robert went back there. We played like 20 games of 1-on-1, and that was when Robert wasn't that good. I was smacking him. I mean, he got hella mad and went home. I had some heated things, but if I had to say the court that I grew up on the most, Irvington Park. Irvington Park
Park.
indoor community center and outdoor.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably the one that did the most for me because that's where I met a lot of the older guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I realized that I wasn't the best nigga out there.
Yeah.
That's when I also realized that in a lot of places because also it was indoor and outdoor, so you could play indoor for a certain amount of time, but then once you got done, they only let you to kick you out. We all just went outside. You feel me? And played. So it was like probably the longest running. And as soon as you got out of school, people wouldn't even like. As soon as you got out of school, as soon as I got out of school, we're straight across the street. I damn near skipped 6th period just to get to the hoop first, so you can be the first one on the court. Because it's like at least what 30 of us in there, and then sometimes we even got the teachers to come. We used to talk so much shit to the teachers. The teachers got a team one time and they came. You feel me? So Irvington Park is definitely for me the one. Damn, that is the one for me, man.
Yeah.
That's the memories right there. It definitely would say it branded me the hooper that I am today. You feel me? Because the guys that I met there and the people that helped me with my game, like my game advanced at Irvington Park.
Yeah, because they
I
got
was
some
good.
hoopers at Irvington Park back in the day. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'll say this. I could put a team together from Fremont. I feel compete with anybody in the world.
Ooh.
And I say that because I won't maybe say like now, maybe some people kind of out of shape, but if I had to take them at their prime in that time and the people that I know right now where they came, we could definitely at a certain time in my life, I feel like nobody was messing with me as a kid, even at my age bracket, and I seen I remember at a certain time seeing Ant was like untouchable. You feel me? It's just so many Irvington people that I say that. And I would just say we may not win, but we gonna compete. You know what I'm saying? We gonna compete. Yeah. We gonna compete for sure. And you gonna realize who Fremont is after that. And that's one thing I say. We took pride in that.
Yeah, and it's crazy too. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that I play with, like an Irvington Park band, where we was saying, there's nice nights. You know what I'm saying? They could have been playing college ball and stuff like that, but they never did. They were just street ballers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's this cat named Marcus. It's crazy because I haven't seen Marcus, Lefty Marcus. I don't know if you remember Roshad, Lefty Marcus. I haven't seen Marcus in so long, in 10 years, and then you start working on my work, bro. I was like, Marcus, I was like, shit, so, you know what I'm saying? So people you see, for a long time, and you still remember them from playing ball, but that boy, nice.
That was nice. Even Jason, when you played with Jason, my cousin Quincy, he was nice.
Yeah.
Damn, who else, man? We had some, the other Jason too, big Jason, both. We had two Jasons. And then we had Red, Kevin, me, my boy. This is one person I definitely got to give big ups to while I'm on here and definitely talk about. My boy Percy Reynolds I grew up with. That's my best friend. I promise you, and I hope he reads this and sees this. I promise you, if he would have put his head on a little straighter and he would have worked with me, because we was working and he kind of went his other way earlier than I did, he would have missed it. He was nice. He was 6 foot, and at freshman year, and a shot for sure, was hitting everything. And he literally, I think he started dunking at a certain point. And then Coach D loved him. Coach D seen his potential, loved him, was working with him. Because that's when we had Cheech too. Michael Chichiaco. Shout out Michael Chichiaco. That boy was, man, Cheech. I tell Cheech is one of those Filipinos. And shout out to all you Filipinos. I respect y'all because the main thing I respect y'all because y'all don't see at a certain point I remember it was black people run the game. But I used to come into some course of Filipinos, they see no fear, no color, no nothing. Now you're dogging. That's why I respect y'all. You feel me? I get it. Y'all don't let us intimidate y'all because I think skin color ain't nothing. It's all about your game. Yeah. Cheech boy. Let's put it this way. I backed Cheech up. And I was nice. And I knew I was nice. Straight up. I knew I was nice. And that boy was nice. You feel me? That was my grind right there. I remember me and him used to go out there and practice. One time we were going out so hard at twisting an ankle, the coach got mad at me and I got benched. We had no point guard. We had no point guard one game because he was telling me and Cheech, calm down. And I was like, hell nah, because I was pissed. I was trying to take his spot. So I was going at him and it was just it was bad. It was bad. But definitely Irvington Park got some legends, man.
Yeah.
Definitely some legends.
You guys still go out there?
Sometimes I went out there the other day. Actually, they still do the open. They still open up the gym sometimes, but now they don't do as much run. It's more that badminton
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
know,
yeah. It
no, no,
changed.
no,
It changed.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. No
yeah.
offense
It's
to no
changed
Indian
now.
people. I love my Indians and Afghans. Don't get me wrong, but they took over,
Yeah,
and
it
they
changed
love
now.
badminton,
Yeah,
and that's what they
like
play. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Because anywhere here, like you know what I'm saying, you go anywhere
yeah.
here, band like any like outdoor park, like
Yeah.
it's not
It's
popping
not the
anymore like it
same.
used to be. Yeah.
It used to be everywhere. You used to be able to drive anywhere to go play. I remember Washington at the back of Washington.
Mhm.
Go play
Mhm.
that night. That was a run, boy. And when
Mhm.
Anthony Oliver was in high school, you remember
Yeah.
Anthony Oliver?
Yeah. Yeah.
Boy, I remember that time. You used to go. You get on that court, you win a couple games.
Yeah.
People knew who you was in
Yeah.
Fremont. You feel me?
Exactly.
Like,
See, like
yeah,
I'm not, it ain't about me. Like these about you, like their show or whatever, right? This like for trying to highlight you, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now, like I've never known so many people because I play basketball. Like what I'm saying, like I met so much, like so many people because of basketball. Like everywhere I go, like here in Fremont, like what I'm saying, there's a lot of cats that I know because of basketball. Not even
yep.
like I didn't play AAU, NJB, high school ball, nothing. I was just a street baller. Like
Street
what I'm
ball.
saying, yeah,
That was it.
yeah. Like when
Little
you
Ed one mixtape, and boy,
yeah.
I'm telling you.
So when you go like I don't know, because like what I said, everything changed now. But back in the day, when you go Lake Elizabeth, Washington Park, Irvington Park, Ardenwood, like what I'm saying, when you show up
Like
there,
Elizabeth
people
was the
know.
one.
Yeah, people know who you
Ardenwood
are. Like what I'm saying.
Ardenwood was the one you would most likely you might get in a fight
Mhm.
because Ardenwood used to have the dudes coming from like Hayward and stuff to beat down that way. It was some hoops. Like, and that's the thing about it. Like, and that's why I feel for the generations. You feel me? I feel bad. You know what I mean? I feel bad because some of them, like they don't know it. They don't know the growing up hooping how we did. I feel like there's some kids that are out here that are really good. And if
Yeah.
it was the same how it was back then, like if hoop lasts how it was like New York and stuff like that, because New York's kids probably still out there playing. They love it. Some kids would have made it really far. I believe that. Like,
Yeah.
I believe that if somebody would have took a little initiative and made like an AAU team out here in Fremont, a little program or something like that, you feel me? Like, I really feel like even the Tri-City area, I wouldn't even just say Fremont, period, the whole Tri-City area. Like, it would have been crazy. I remember that because the big conversation, how Logan has one school, right?
Mhm.
I always said if Fremont had one school or even just two, Fremont East, Fremont West, national championships, all that.
Yeah.
All that. I promise you. It would have been probably one of the most sought after programs in the Bay, just because I played with so many people in football, basketball, all that people are just crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, Ben, like you grew up in Centerville, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Yep.
mean, there's a couple run like good parks out there, right? Like
I've been out there too.
Yeah, there's a lot of good runs out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, same thing, like just like you guys said. I mean, meet people through basketball. My family hates it because when we're out in the Bay Area, like wherever I go, we'll see somebody that hoops, and they just be like saying what's up, and then I'll introduce my family, and they hate it because it's like they're awkward. They get all awkward about it. But I'm just like, I mean, these are our people.
Yeah.
We all share the
Yep.
same thing. We all share the same love for the game, and it's our community. It's just our thing. So, yeah, big shout out to all the parks out all over the Bay Area, man. I used to go to Logan and hoop at the friggin' 100 courts out there.
Yeah. So many
Hey,
Campbell,
at night.
San Jose, Silver Creek area, Fair Oaks, Sunnyvale, all over, man. So that was a
Yes.
pastime, man.
Yeah.
That was a pastime for sure. Fair Oaks, the cages, yep, man. That was my spot.
Yeah, that one over by Ponderosa
Yep.
Court, Ben. The one off
Yeah.
of Lawrence.
Yeah.
That court. Yeah, that court used to be legit.
Yeah.
They used to be
I
like
remember.
it's like fans background. It's like rubber part, like playing out there, it feels special.
It feels like a little like it's straight up and one type like
yeah,
Rucker Park.
yeah.
Type feel.
That's it's actually funny, Brad, you said that how your family kind of hates it. I'm not trying to too much, but ever since basketball and music, I've been doing this. The person I am, I know a lot of people. So when I tell you I know a lot of people, sometimes I'll be walking the ball. I hope nobody, no offense to nobody, I'll like try to walk the other way sometimes. You feel me? It's like I don't, it's not necessarily I don't want to have a conversation. Sometimes I just like that relaxed day. And my girl will attest to this, and she gets hella bad, bro. We can't go nowhere where I don't know nobody. Like, I promise you. I went to Reno last weekend. Gambled on the table. Look up, my boy standing right there. Straight up. Like, I was like, what? And then next you know, I was like, all right, that's a coincidence. I shit you not, 5 minutes later, one of my other partners come walking by hella drunk. I go, oh my God. Because for me, it's like, I try not to prove a point. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I try to, like, see, I didn't know nobody.
Yeah.
It just don't work.
That's how it
It
is.
ain't gonna work. Yeah.
And
But it's cool.
if you're a good person who likes to connect, that's just how it is. I mean, you
Yeah,
just like to talk to people. You know,
Yeah.
people gravitate towards that.
exactly.
Yeah.
Great people gravitate great people. That's how I see it.
Yep, yep. That's facts. That's facts. So you said music, you know what I'm saying? So let's get to music. So
Yes.
why Rosh Mula?
So the Rosh Mula thing, it was kind of hard. Like, I went through like a bunch of names, bro. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to call myself. For the most time, I wanted to call myself Miller, because my last name is Miller. Miller, there's a dude out here already that had that name. So Rosh Mula actually came from, if you take my names, Roshad, you cut off the ADD, that's the Rosh. I got that Rosh part from my boy. I lived with my boy. Another thing about my life wasn't so easy. I lived with a lot of people. I lived with one of my boys in the Mexican family for like 5 years. And his mom and his grandma couldn't really say my name. So they always call me Roach, Roshi, Roach, Roshan, Rochi, something like that. So I just kind of ran with that. The moolah part is just, that's, money. Always been around money, ever since I stopped playing hoop, I was about the money. That's kind of ways why I stopped playing all sports, getting money. But, other than that, it's just, that's where it's at. But yeah, it's kind of where it is. The moolah thing stuck. The moolah thing stuck a lot harder than I wanted it to. Because I was thinking about dropping it. Trust me, there's like a couple times I was just thinking about dropping it, and the people were like, "Nah, that's you. Like, that's you." And I'm like, "It is me, but it's not me." Because like in my music, I talk about it, but I also like to me, my music is more so I try to talk about everything I've been through. I had to hustle to get to where I'm at for everything I ever had to do. After I kind of hung it up on sports, it was a hustle, it was a grind. Everything was a grind for me, and it was like, and I no test. Trust me, I talk about it all the time. Like, if I can go back and think about it, but I got no regrets. I don't make a regret one decision I made in my life. I ain't tripping. I'm happy where I'm at. I got a great girl I met. You feel me? And I got great people that I met. And I've affected great lives, and so I'm good. I'm good. Definitely. So.
All right. Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So when did you know that music was your thing? Like, you know what I'm saying?
So me and Rob, it's crazy. So me and Robert, best friend, we grew up.
Yeah.
Me and Robert and his cousin Lamar. You remember his cousin Lamar? Jake. So we used to be in the room playing Madden and freestyling. That was our thing. We used to play Madden. We used to freestyle. And then after a while, I just kind of started realizing, okay, I'm kind of nice with this freestyle thing. But then I just kept playing hoops. So it was just like a pastime. Everybody that hoops thinks they can rap. Straight up, that's just how it is.
Hey, that's funny.
It's just what it is. I'm not gonna lie. I know every sport. There's always somebody like that. Not so many football players. Like, they more so. I don't know. It's weird, but everybody in basketball. They got a couple bars.
That's
a
facts
pastime.
right there. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're like, just freestyle pastime. Then after a while, I just kind of let it go. But then once, like, towards the tail end of my sports career, which ended in high school, but like at the tail end, like I just started kind of rapping, and then I transferred to Newark Memorial, and you know how hard it was to get on that basketball team. So
hey Ben, Newark Memorial used to be like the shit. Like, they played I think 3 times, like back to back. They won back to back state. They played state 3 times, like three years in a row. Like,
that big ass gym. They got a big ass gym they got built because they made it to state like 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
The coach was like, at a certain point, Coach Ashmore had like 150 something wins in a row. Like, it was crazy, bro. And he recruited his kids, bro. You go like Antioch and hella shit and get these kids. So there's no chance of making that team, bro. So once I realized that, Newark was also like a kind of a performing arts school kind of. They had a real good music program there with like they had a studio and hell shit. And I ended up getting into it and meeting my boy right now, who's my producer. I don't know if y'all can hear. He's actually making beats right now as we speak. He was like, so I met him, and then just after that it was kind of cool. And every Friday they would have a little freestyle Friday thing, at Newark, and we just all used to do it. And like a lot of people just tell me I was nice, And so after so many people telling you that you're good, it's like, what are you supposed to do? Just not listen to them? And then so for me, it was like, so high school it's crazy. I didn't take it serious in high school either. So I just kept like freestyle. I had a couple things, mix it up, moving around. But everywhere I moved, my boys knew I rap. Like I was telling you, kick a freestyle. That's just really what it was. And it just started. I started getting nicer and nicer and nicer and nicer, and it was just to the point. Like, all right, I'm good. I should do something with it. And then I just started making music. And the first tape I put out, it did really good. And then it was at a good time in my life too. I had met a couple good people and they did pretty good. And I was also messing with Brandon Martin. Brandon Martin is also a hooper from. He went to American. He's from Fremont, also a very good hooper. He went to San Diego State. He played with Kawhi Leonard too.
Oh, wow.
So you feel me? Yeah. So he came back from college and he was telling me how he wasn't playing, and then he started rapping. And then he also had another dude that I know, Davin, my nigga. Oh my God, Dav. I call him Dav. My nigga Andre Davenport. He's from Hayward. He's nice, man. My boy's nice, man. He went out. He got drafted by a couple college D2s in Texas, and he went out there and played. And he was like, he still played. He actually still had a couple overseas people knocking on his door before he hung it up. But then he hung it up, just came back home, and he decided. So us three, we started. Thing was Change Up. That was my first thing. Change Up ENT. That was the first music. It was cool. Made some cool records there. Had some really success on my own. I did things like put out a couple little mini mixtapes over like cover songs and stuff like that. I did. It was cool. I got a little exposure, but that was at the time where that thing didn't go so good. Like when you have too many alpha dogs in a situation, it just didn't work too good. So that kind of just kind of put to the side. I almost gave up, but then I just went off on my own. And the reason why I really pushed on it was my first successful tape on myself was Mula. That's the one that I put out that a lot of people know me as and they knew as, and that it did good, like way better than I expected. Like it was crazy. It was like probably one of the better times in my life. And then it was like crazy shade running around. I was hooping quite crazy at that time too. That's crazy too. Every time I hoop is when I was in a good space to do things. I was hooping at City Sports at that time, like crazy, bro. I was lost like 60 pounds over here running up and down the court, picking people up full court. Like, bro, it was crazy.
You got a hit record, killing people on the court.
Exactly. You feel me? Like it was. I thought I was. It was sky's the limit for me at that time, And so it just kept going good, dude. And I just kept going and just kept pushing. And I linked up with these dudes called Fresh Music, which were my friends went to high school, and they were actually really good. They were signed a couple labels. We kind of backed off, and then putting out tapes. One boys in LA was grinding, working with some good people. We did a lot of good headway. Like I was doing things, and then we put out a song with a dude from HBK at a certain point in that point of my career, and then things were going good. But then life happened for me. House caught on fire, things like that. So I had to take a step back. A real big step back, just to kind of make sure my family was straight, just trying to put our focus and money into that, because music ain't cheap. And for everybody listening, people that do music, it ain't cheap, because you got to invest in yourself, time, and all that. Like my mom called me right when I talk about her. That's crazy. But it ain't cheap. Oh, I'll call it back. But it's definitely one thing I would say. It helped me. It made me definitely realize that I want to do something, I could do it, and I'm gonna do it. And I did it, and I'm still doing it. I took a little break, I did a couple break, and then I came back again. And I started thinking, I don't know if you guys seen the Game Time video. That was probably like
shout out to the Game Time, man. That's my intro.
Yeah.
That's my intro music. Shout out to shout out to him for letting me use it, man. Yeah.
Please, dog. Is probably, I love that song. I'm actually still in the process of trying to get it to some certain people, like the 2K people. I'm trying to get it on something. I feel like it's something that was really good, and that right there, it's a product of the hoop person I wanted to be.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
that's why I was like, when I heard it, I was like, ooh, it's perfect. It's perfect. It was like made for the show, bro.
You wanna know what I actually tried to do at first, and me and Robert tried to do it, just kind of fell through. I tried to get like all of y'all, like you, Jason, like a lot of the old cast to come play, and we were gonna record the whole game. But we end up, the time we were gonna get to get the gym, literally when I literally was like, I had a 3-day window. And then when they had a 3-day window, I was about to start texting people. I got canceled the next day. Like, it was gym got booked. I was like, fuck. I was like, all right, so it was cool.
That would be cool.
Just get everybody. So that's why it ended up only being me and Robert. And you seen a lot of me and Robert just playing one-on-one. which was cool. And it's crazy. And don't let we really played one-on-one. We'll let y'all know that. Like, it wasn't for no camera. Me and Robert are competitors. That's the reason why we were best friends. We are the ultimate competitors, bro. Like, we going at each other, bro. And we were really playing one-on-one. And I'll admit it, I'll be honest, he beat me all 3 times. He beat me up, but he an NFL athlete. You know,
I was gonna say, man, he like 10 times bigger than how he was back then, bro.
Hey, but I was giving it to him. The first game he came down to the last shot, and he hit a deep ass 3 and got lucky. I was murdering his ass too. He had like 3 threes in a row, hella lucky. And then so the other games, I was out of shape, tired, but it was cool, bro. Like it was fun to play. I love it. I loved it. I love every aspect of music because you get to create for yourself, and then it also helps you meet a lot more people too. Like I met a lot of people, especially in the game. Like I've actually got some connections to some people that people wouldn't be surprised about. I met like one of my best friends now, as of right now. You know, I just met. We really met like 2 years ago. And we're like this, like this. Just because of music, and just because the person that he is, and I realized how good a person he is, mainly because of music and the passion that he has, that he loved everything that I do. So, you know, music is just like basketball. It's crazy. Yeah. If you really go with the right people, even if you don't go where you may want to go, it's gonna put you with the right people in your life that you might need.
Yeah, that's facts. You got anything, Ben?
Oh, man, I completely agree, man. Anything you're passionate about, man, you get that opportunity to network with people. It's fun, man, and I think that's huge. You know, for you, so when you got that song Mula, when it came out, and you're feeling on that hype, so how do you how did you handle it? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you handle people coming to you and just hyping it up?
So at first, I've always been like this. Thank you, appreciate it. You know, just kind of push it off. Yeah. I never was really that guy, but I also knew it was good. I knew the tape was good. One of the big songs on there was a song called "You Know I'm From." I put it out with my my boy Ray at JZP Kings, and then my other partner Oscar. At the time he was going by Dice. It was cool, and he's not really rapping no more, but it was just cool. I felt good because I also had people reaching out to me, telling me that I was talented and wanted help from me, you know, from their career, you know, like questions and answers and things like that. It felt good to wake up and put something out, and then your inbox, you got A&Rs in there, you got people, you know, people that you know can help you change your life. But sometimes you gotta kind of filter through it. But it felt real good. And what I mainly try to do is just the humbleness, like just try to, you know, let people know, like, you know, I'm still me, you know, I'm still Roshad. Told people don't treat me no different. And the one thing about my friends, every single one, even my girl, and I loved it, they wasn't gonna treat me no different. You feel me? Like it was regardless of what happened. I could have sold 1 million records on that shit. They still would have been the same dude, same little angry little short black guy sometimes, you know. But other than that, that's good. Like I don't mind, because that's the people I want to surround myself with. You feel me? Because those are the same people that if that happens and I get millions of dollars, they ain't gonna come knocking on my door for the money. They're gonna come knocking on my door because they want to tell me how good I did. Yeah. You know? But for me, I'm a blessing regardless, you know. But yeah, definitely that was probably the hardest thing, was just trying to stay humble, stay grounded. But I also knew all the shit that I had been through in my life. So I knew that, you know, that's the best way for me to come to you.
Cool. Yeah, I like that. Humility is important. I think, that's a really good message for anybody out there doing whatever they want to. So I appreciate that, man. That's all.
Yeah. Stay humble. You know, humbleness it's gonna make you appreciate it, and also it's gonna allow you to get what's coming to you. Because no matter what you do, it may not be exactly what's meant for you in life. As long as you do it and you stay humble with it, somebody else gonna come along and on that step, and that might be the person that puts you to what you meant in life, or that next step, or that next step. Because once you start, like, because I easily could have took this little fame and like, I got 3,000 views on YouTube. Yeah. I'm doing it, you know. Like, not really, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, but people love it. Like, I still got people to this day. Like, at Reno, when I went to Reno, the dude ran into me. He was telling the whole table, "You heard my boy's music? This boy nice." You know what I'm saying? And I was like, bro, like, calm down. You know, like I put out a song in like a year and a half. But that's what I love, you know, because people that it's genuine, and I know that was real. He appreciated it. People like it. But at the end of the day, one thing about music, and now I would say with the game, is nobody's doing it for the love anymore. Everybody doing these little mumble rap songs trying to make $1. You know, everybody trying to be the next 6ix9ine or the next something. You know, like That shit ain't that shit ain't classic, man. When people were doing it for love, it was classics. You know, like the other day I listened to the I don't know if y'all seen on BET, they did a special on Master P about the rise of No Limit. Watch that. That'll make you motivate yourself to be a businessman. He turned around and did some things, and it's all because not just the business, but the love of music you have, the love of just trying to be somebody. You know, sometimes that's the other thing too. Some people don't want to be somebody. They want everybody to be like them. I think that's probably a big thing. You be somebody. Just be yourself. Yeah. That's my whole aspect of life. And I remember I said that as a little kid because I had a conversation with like my mom not too long ago, you know, about the things that, you know, the decisions in life. And I told mom, I was like, what thing is that I always tell you I want to do? She's like, what? I was like, just be somebody. Like somebody people talk about. Some people appreciate. Like when my name comes up, people are like, "Yeah, oh yeah, I fuck with him. Like he's cool. He's cool, folks. Like that's Oh, you cool with him? Then you cool. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. Like if somebody came up to me and told me we was talking, Ant's name came up. Oh, I know they legit. For sure, you legit. You know that? You legit. I'm okay. We cool. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably the one thing about the music and everything I've ever done in my life that I appreciate the most. That my name is something to people to realize that he has a good judge of character, so this person has to be cool.
Yeah, that's good, man. I think a lot of people should strive for that. That'll make this world a lot better place if people had, for sure, if people had that mentality of just wanting that type of a reputation, you know.
It's hard. It's hard though. Not everybody's is culture. They're built the same. You know, I've learned that from the people that I've met, and it's not even just from from the people I met, and being one of them. And I say his name a lot, but it's the truth. Like, you know, somebody that's as loving and caring and also shows you the same love you get, you know what I'm saying? Like every time, like ever since I seen when we hooped last Saturday, the first time I seen you were like 2 years? Year and a half?
3 years.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
You know what I'm saying? But what? Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. It's like It's like I just saw him yesterday. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, was that like, you know, just jump right back to it. Like how it was. So
that's life, man.
Yeah.
Man, I got a question for y'all though.
Another one, baby.
I just want to hear this
one.
Hear this one. This it's a simple question.
Okay.
All right. Besides of the friendships you made, what else has hoop done for you in your life that you can attest that it's like something you can tell the kids to, you know, even if you don't make it to where a lot of these stars are? What has it done for you to show you, like, you know, lessons, you know, just a lesson? Like, what has hoop done for you to the point that, you know, you didn't need to start them pretty much, you know?
Go ahead, Ben.
Oh, shoot, man. Oh, yeah, okay. All right, you're throwing it at me first. All right, okay. I see you. He's thinking over there. Okay, I'll give you a second.
He got you.
He did. I was like, you know, for me, man, I used to be a shy kid, man. Super shy. Probably one of the shyest kids in my school, I would want to say. And I tell Ed this all the time. But one thing that hoop has done for me is courage, man. I think that's something that it's taught me. When I'd get on the court, I wouldn't be myself. I wasn't that shy kid that didn't talk to nobody. I was loud, man. And if you even looked at me the wrong way, like, I'm coming at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was me growing up, and that's what I do in high school. Like, I went into high school barely knowing anybody, and that the fun part for me was lunch. I'd go on the courts, and man, dude, it was just like a completely different person. That's my outlet, you know. So for me, if I were to tell my kids something, what I learned from basketball was that courage, just to be yourself, to also be artistic about the way you approach things that you love, and just to have no fear, man. You know, basketball has been something for me that has helped me build that courage, helped me build that I want to say confidence in myself to be able to go out and talk to people, meet people like you, like Ed, to do podcasts like this, to just say, you know what, I have an idea, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do it, so I don't, like you said, have any regrets saying like, oh man, I wish I would at least try, you know. So yeah, definitely, man, basketball probably is that courage aspect. That's something that I wish for my kids growing up now, that they find something that they can learn that from. So yeah, that's for me, kind of what I got from it.
For me, it's like, you know, like, you know me, like, you know me on the court, like you know what I'm saying, like fear no one. That's most for me. Like you know what I'm saying. You go out there, like do not be scared. Like you know what I'm saying. That's for me. That's what it was. Like don't be scared. Like just be you, and whoever's on the court will accept the way you are. Like you feel me? Like that's what I learned from basketball. Like you know what I'm saying. Just be yourself. Just don't be scared. Don't be afraid. Don't be intimidated. Like you know what I'm saying. Like do what you do. Do what you know to do. Like you know what I'm saying. Like like be yourself. Like no matter what it is, no matter like don't be trying to be someone else. Don't try to do too much. Don't like I always tell my son, my son Luke. I always tell him like when we play ball, yo, just be yourself, play your game. Don't worry about like what I'm saying, not making the right play. Just play your game. Because if you think too much, like what I'm saying, your game will be affected. Like you feel me?
Yep.
Don't like let the game come to you. Like it's funny
That's
because
real.
like I'm older. Like I'm like what 36 now. You know what I'm saying? But
You sure you ain't 20?
Right.
Still look like you're 16.
Shit, I wish I was, man. I look like it, but my body don't
Look
feel
like
like
that.
it sometimes.
Look like the
That's,
chin hairs just came. The chin hairs just came in.
He's been pulling on him all episode.
I know.
Try to grow it, bro.
You want some? You want some? I got you, bro.
I love it, bro. I love it. Like yeah, like I was saying, I mean, it's crazy because like I didn't learn this, like what I'm saying, until like about like a year ago. Like what I'm saying, I used to always trying to change the game. Like what I'm saying, I always trying to change the game. I'm always trying to like do too much. Like what I'm saying. And one guy told me, a ref. I don't know if you remember him, Ben Paco. Remember
Oh
Paco?
yeah, Paco, yeah.
He pulled me to the side. We were playing one game. He pulled me to the side. He told me, don't try too hard. Don't push. Like, what I'm saying? Let the game come to you. And ever since that day, man, like every time I play ball, man, that's how I approach it. Like, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It comes to me. Like I always, that's kind of like what I learned too. Like, what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell my son Luke, like, don't chase it. Let it come to you. And then in life too, like, what I'm saying? Don't chase it. Like, like, I mean, chase, but then don't like overdo it. Like, what I'm saying? Like, let it come to you naturally.
Let it be natural, yeah.
Exactly. So that's what I learned from the game. Like, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like growing up. So yeah.
That's what's up.
Hey, there's always that one ref, that be giving you these little tidbits, knowledge.
Life advice.
Yeah, real quick, you at the free throw line, he just comes over, give you the ball, and says something real quick. It changes your life. Yeah, but Paco is awesome, man.
Paco. Shout out to Paco, man.
Shout out to Paco. He had that car accident. It was crazy, bro.
Yeah,
But,
he got dragged.
He
He flew out of the car, got dragged, but he's fine now. Like what I'm
still
saying.
Here? That's what's up. Shout out
yeah,
Paco,
he's still
man.
good. Like what I'm saying.
Damn.
Yeah, man. But yeah, he's one
guy.
of the he was one of the realest ref too. Like what I'm saying. He real. Like Yeah. And then I remember Jermaine one time we were playing. I forgot. I think it was with Oakworth. We were playing somebody, and then Paco was calling terrible fouls, and Jermaine said that stop calling the game like a bitch or some shit. And boy, Paco went off. Paco got hella mad.
Hey, Paco got that history, man.
Hey, I don't mess with refs, bro. I don't mess with refs, bro.
They do it
good,
too much.
bro.
They do it too much on a daily.
Yeah. And then I also know they got probably like 6 jobs. That's the hell their job. They're trying to get paid. My cousin's a freaking ref. He used to play soccer. That's the result. I'm like, bro, what? That's why I know you don't know what you're talking about. Whatever. Just call the foul. Whatever. I don't care. Just blow it the same way on the other side.
Come with his yellow card, red card.
The one thing I struggle with my cousin playing soccer, he lets the physical part go. I've seen him, he lets that go. He's like, I play soccer. We bump all the time. I'm like, you're right. You're right. But you still fouled me.
Man.
God damn.
Yeah. All right, let's get into hoop talk, man. You want to do the first one, Ben?
Shoot. I'll let go ahead, do the first
one. All right,
one.
I'm the first one. All right. Roshad, top 5 of all time.
Whoo. They gonna hate me after this. Watch. I'm telling you, I'm different. Everybody puts MJ. I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you MJ. I'm gonna give you Kobe. Kobe's the GOAT. RP. I cannot not put the GOAT in my top 5. Um, this is why they gonna hate me, right? Because everybody wants to put LeBron, right? But there's so many greats before he's touched the game, and it's like it's hard to do that. It's really hard. But I'm gonna have to go after that. I'm gonna have to definitely go with the big man, Will Chamberlain. Nobody else has scored 100 points in a game. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just realistic. At the end of the day, nobody's done that. I don't care what time he did it in, what he did. Nobody's done it yet. Besides Sherrod Miller, you feel me? Reggie Miller too. You know, yeah. But other than that, and then I'm gonna say this purely off of dominance. This is purely off of dominance. Shaq.
Yeah.
I'm saying Shaq because there was in his prime, there was nobody else more dominant. You feel me? Nobody else more dominant. And so this last one, I'm gonna get shot at. You know, I'm gonna get some shots because I didn't put LeBron, of course. You know, I didn't say this, but I'm saying it because of purely what he did to the game. Steph Curry. Now, yes, I had this hat on. I would take this hat off. You feel me? And still say this.
Yeah.
Look at the game nowadays, and tell me how you could not put him as one of the greats.
Mm-hmm.
The game has completely changed.
Yeah.
Completely. Short amount of time too. Amount of time.
The short amount of time. Everybody got to shoot. If you can't hit a three, you are not playing on this team.
Mm-hmm.
You could be 7'2", with the nicest back down game ever. But if you cannot shoot a three, you are not on this team.
Yeah, that's super facts. That's facts, man. Yeah,
but it's like for me, but what everybody would want to say, I'm gonna have to say, you know, the Michael Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, and then you're gonna go with the Bill Russells and then the Will Chamberlain. It's kind of hard. You know, the other ones is kind of hard for you to put because you don't really know. Everybody has their preference. Mm-hmm. Me, I go off dominance and who changed the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Kobe and Jordan, they're mirror of each other. The same two people. You know, that's really what it is. I'm going with Wilt just because he was dominant. He was probably one of the first ever dominant big men, and that's what the whole Shaq and Wilt thing. You feel me? But like for me, Wilt is probably be Wilt and LeBron would probably be my 1 and 2. But at the end of the day, like I don't know. You know, I don't know because if I put LeBron in there, you got to put Magic in there because Magic was one of the greatest point guards ever. You understand what I'm saying? Like there's so many, it's hard. So if I'm gonna really just to get it down, you already said it. We gonna go Kobe, we gonna go Jordan. I'm gonna stay with Shaq. And honestly, I love Will, but I will take Will out and I will put LeBron. I respect for LeBron, and I'm staying with Steph because Steph chased the game. It's just at the end of the day, he's staying.
I ain't mad at that. That's a good lineup, man.
Yeah.
Like
that's a good lineup. Yeah, that's like a good lineup. Yeah.
That's a good point. Like you said, not a lot of people talk about that. Steph Curry in the top 5 because of how quickly and how he changed the game to where it's almost like it's not it's positionless, but it's almost like a positionless offense. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody got to be able to do.
So I'm saying, bro, like look at this, like look at Jokic now. Look at Joel Embiid. Look at all the big people that people love to get on their teams and time to draft. They all can shoot threes. But you wonder why they all shoot threes? Because they know if they can't hit three, the minute Steph hit 3 of them threes, they get pulled off the court. You understand what I'm saying?
I hate watching Embiid shoot threes.
I hate it. I hate it too. Crazy. I get hella bad. Trust me, because you know why? Because every court I go to, the biggest dude on the court think he gonna stand at the 3-point line the whole damn time. He pissing me off. Trust me. But at the end of the day, I can't hate. Yeah, look, come on, man. I'm a Warrior fan. You know, be real. You understand? I rock with Steph. When we traded Monte, I was like, this nigga finna change the game. Just watch. There's no shooter like that. There's nobody that. And the thing about it too. So you could say this, like Reggie Miller was the shooter, right? There were some shooters back in our day, but not like that. Not get off their own shot, shooting from 45 feet, coming off. You know, you step over the line. Nigga, damn, look at Dame now.
Yeah.
That's another thing too. Like, you know, you give me a top 10. I'm putting Dame in there. I'm putting some people in there that's out here changing the game. You know, Dame shooting from a logo.
Yeah.
Who does that?
Yeah. Dame in a mission.
Oh yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. So they're playing Lakers next tomorrow or Tuesday. Oh man, I don't know, man. Lakers might.
Hey, Mark, I'm gonna say it on here so you can make sure you record it. I got the Blazers in 7, boy.
Oh, that's what I'm. Hey, man, Dame time. See the shirt? Yeah, Dame time.
I got my boy on some real shit because you think about their team. The injuries they dealt with, the things that they dealt with, why they weren't in that top seed, bro. They were literally they played us in the Western Conference Finals last year, and they didn't really lose too much. Mm-hmm. They gained a better person than Carmelo. Yeah, they lost Rodney Hood, but I feel like Carmelo was a way better option. You feel me? Because he could spot up. Rodney Hood had to do everything off the edge. Defensively, he might have lost it, but they got Nurk back. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? They got Whiteside.
The big boy back.
Gary Trent Jr., that kid is nice. And also, you know, they had pieces to compete with every team out there. Because the Lakers ain't got no backcourt. You feel me? Ain't got no guards. Like who's gonna stop them? LeBron gonna guard Art for sure. You go ahead, LeBron, go guard one of them. What about the other one? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, and then after that, who's gonna stop them? The only thing is the Clippers. Yeah, maybe, but Clippers ain't got no big men, and they got 3.
Yeah.
3 7-footers. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, it comes down to this. I believe it wholeheartedly. I fully believe in the Blazers to make it, but I also believe that it's on their coach.
Yeah.
He has to realize some things, and also like sometimes you like tell Dan like give the ball inside. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like other than that, like that's how I feel.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Tuesday.
Yeah.
First basketball game of the week, right there.
I'm juiced. Trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me.
You got the next question, Ben?
Yeah, so the reason why I couldn't do the first one because I had the wrong list up. My bad. So I was like, I don't know which one you want me to say right now. Shoot. I didn't mean to take over right there. My fault.
Hey, it's good.
It's good.
I'm good now. I got it.
You saved yourself.
See, you tried to pay me back. Yeah, I put him in the spot earlier, and then now he's going to be like, nah, you do it this time.
Had to switch it up. Had to play it out. Okay. And I'm like over here swiping. All right. So top 5 rappers.
Top 5 rappers. Okay, this is definitely gonna be a lot easier. I'm gonna definitely go Lil Wayne because he has made me who I am. The freestyle thing, I got that from him, and he's definitely been the biggest thing. I recite his songs 24/7. So let me tell you this though: is Drake a rapper or artist?
Ooh, I'm sexy. Hey, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna put him in my top 5. Hey, that's just me.
That's just top me. 5 rappers. No, I'm not gonna put in my top 5 rappers. Okay. So then
we had somebody say P. Diddy last time, and that was my thing. Was he's not to me he's not a rapper.
P. Diddy's a dancer.
I used to change the song when he come on. I'm sorry, that's just me.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to Lil Wayne. I'm gonna say so when I was young, I grew up like a lot on Nas, a lot. But like I realized, like even like getting older now, I realized he may not be my favorite. I just love his music. But I would say lyrically, musically, he kind of impressed me. But I'm definitely gonna say Nas, definitely, because like it was just he's the reason why I rap kind of try to keep it real a little bit on top of what I got. After that, I'm gonna have to say Pac from the West. You know, he made some very memorable music. It's kind of hard not to put him up there. J. Cole. I think J. Cole is one of, if not one of the best talented rappers that we have seen in our lifetime because of what he can do with a song, how he can paint a picture, how he can put an album together, how he went his own way. It doesn't matter. I definitely gonna say that because that was definitely it. So my 5th one it's a little hard. It's kind of crazy because everybody expects you to put Biggie. You know, like that's kind of like the expectation, and that's kind of like that's something that maybe I definitely want to go with. But as of recently, I listened to a shit ton of Meek Mill, and I listened to a shit ton of Rick Ross. You feel me? And so if that's like it's hard for me right there. So that's why I said like the Pac thing was kind of hard because I would kind of even pull out Nas or Pac and put in Rick Ross. So like y'all kind of touch the bubble. So all right, so we gonna run this. We gonna do this right. So we gonna definitely go Jay-Z. I'm gonna have to go Rick Ross. I'm gonna have to definitely put Tupac. I'm definitely gonna have to go J. Cole. And I'm gonna have to go Meek. I'm probably gonna have to pull out.
Wayne?
I'm gonna have to go Meek.
You pulling out Wayne?
I said Wayne first.
Yeah. Oh, you said Jay-Z. Okay, you said Wayne.
I pulled out Nas. I pulled out Nas.
Okay.
Just because of have I grown up, I've seen how I've changed, you know? Yeah, so that's the reason why. So that's the thing about it. So definitely like I had to pull out Nas because I just realized that I love the music, but it wasn't my favorite. But I'm definitely going Rick Ross and Meek just because like I love the music. I listen to it a lot. That's who I listen to it. Meek Mill, I feel him. You feel me? I felt that pain. I feel the shit he be talking about. Like some people don't be listening to that shit. I be, you know, I'm breaking down tears and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, so, Meek Mill's real, man. The only thing I like when it comes to Meek Mill, his voice though, it kind of like. Yeah. But once I get past that voice, but whatever he's saying on the lyrics.
Yeah. Trust me, it's hard. Yeah. But you gotta also say it's not every song. You feel me? Like, But anyway, so let me go back to that Drake topic though. But if we had to say Drake is a rapper, No, Drake is an artist. I'm saying yes. Drake is the best artist that we have seen in our lifetime. Period. Point blank. Period. There's nothing else you can put against that. But it's also, of course, the whole ghostwriting thing, stuff like that. But I tell people it's crazy. If you've been in the game, I'm in the game. I'm in the rap game. You know how many ghostwriters there is in this world? You know all the music that you hear is damn near ghostwritten. Like the big hit singles you hear these girls singing, they're written by somebody else and sold to them. You understand what I'm saying? So you like when people talk about him like that, I'm like, it's disrespectful to me. Like, cause it's like you pretty much just exposing the game without exposing the game, just because you can say that about him. Like, it's stupid. So I definitely give him best artist. That's my, if I had to go top 5 artists, but other than that, that's my rap. So we going Wayne, Rick Ross, and then we definitely going Meek, and then we going J. Cole, and the last one definitely be Pop.
Okay, all right. That's pretty. I like it. I like it too. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. Like what? Two out of the 3 that I like. So yeah, I fuck with you.
Yeah. I feel it. That's all good because everybody's different. Like I said,
everybody. It's your own. Like I said, it's your own top 5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Everybody's different. You want some loving, huh? Yeah. She want to be a feature. Say hi.
So last episode, this Ricky Moon said that we have to ask this mandatory. I kind of agree with him, Ben. Do you? This last question.
What was it again?
Who's the second best option? I mean, best second option. Scottie Pippen, or D Wade?
That's disrespectful. Because look, let me tell you this. Because if you talk about D Wade as a second option, so you pretty much saying D Wade when LeBron came to the Heat.
Yeah.
Because when D Wade when Shaq came, D Wade was the man.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this because he's always kind of been the second option, and he did it really good. It's Pippen. It's just
Pippen.
He's always had that role, and he did it good. And even when Jordan left, he did really good, but he couldn't get over the hump. You feel me? Like, I don't want to say D Wade because for me, he wasn't always a second option. He was for me. He was a first at a certain point. You feel me? Even when they had Shaq. You feel me? And even sometimes I felt it touched me. I used to get hella bad when he was on the Heat. He kept deferring to LeBron. Like, you feel me? I'm saying like I can't really say he was a second option. I would definitely say D Wade. D Wade in my eyes has enough respect as a hooper and the way he went about the game to say that he's always been a first option or a co-star. You feel me? Not a second option.
Right.
Co-star.
There you go.
Pippen, I love Pippen. I love Pippen to death. But no Jordan, we don't even know who he is. Like, it's just he gonna be Charles Barkley, the best runner-up. You feel me? Like,
okay. I feel you. Yeah.
So Pippen definitely is the answer to that question. But that's only because I have more. No disrespect to Pippen, but I got a little more respect for Jordan.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of feel the same way too, Ben. I mean, I never got to answer my that question because when they asked me that, they kind of took over the show last week. Remember?
Yeah, they did.
You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like, but that's how I feel. I feel the same way. Like, D Wade, like, Pip doesn't have a county named after him. You know what I'm saying? Like, Miami is Wayne County.
County.
Wayne County. So
it's proof of the pudding, bro. Put it this way. Dwayne Wade wasn't going to throw no fit and sit out 8 games just because they let Dennis Rodman go on his vacation. But you feel me? Or you know what I'm saying? Like, Dwayne Wade, and another thing, too. And the one thing I will say, and the reason why I love Pippen to death, but when I found out about that contract he signed, yeah, you the best number 2 ever because nobody signed some shit like that back in the day. 10 years, $2 million a year and shit. Yeah. And you supposed to be the best player. That's what I'm saying. He didn't even think as himself as anything better than a number 2, if that's what you signed. You know what I'm saying?
He was already in that head state, yeah.
Exactly. He's like, I'm just going to be here and be the best sidekick I could be. So,
yes, sir.
Like that. I went with Pip, too. But I hear what you're saying about D Wade. Like, even when he was with LeBron, it's like you still kind of looked at him because he was still coming off. I mean, you still looked at him like, okay, he's still got it. He's still
Dwayne.
Yeah.
LeBron for sure wouldn't have did it without him. If that was just LeBron and Chris Bosh, it was a waste.
I mean, they say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is it? 7 rings? Yeah, they got 2.
I remember when they said that shit, I started laughing because I remember I was watching with my boy. I said 1, 2. Chris Bosh. Ain't happening.
That's
He
super
really gonna be
fast.
after the 2. He done because he,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
no reason
yeah.
why because it was the same thing. I'm trying to think of another player that was hella good. It was like Monte. Yeah, he's putting up 40 points, 50 points a game because he's shooting the ball 80 times.
Yeah.
You feel me? Well, we giving him the ball the whole damn time. You know what I'm saying? As soon as Monte went to where? The Indiana, he do nothing.
Yeah.
Started
Yeah.
disappearing. Yep.
Yep.
Chris
Yeah.
Bosh on the Raptors, he was dragging because he was getting
Yeah.
the ball 30
Yeah.
to 40 times on the block.
Yep. He went to Miami. Yeah. And yeah.
Yeah.
That's just me, you know.
Yeah. That's fact. That's super fast. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
I
like the
heard
Stephen
that.
A. Smith of this shit. People hate talking to me about hoops, bro. I'll be telling them really what it is, bro.
Yeah, hey, you
Wasn't
spit
that
facts.
good?
For real though, man. There's a lot of players that people think that they super good, but they alright. Like you know what I'm saying? So yeah. But yeah, man. Hey, this is a good episode, bro. Like appreciate you for coming.
That was
You know what I'm
fun.
saying? Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate y'all having me on, man. Definitely, this is definitely something that's fun. I definitely want to do it again. Like if y'all need a third co-host, holla at me. I ain't mad.
There you go.
It's definitely cool. You feel me? This is fun. I definitely go talk about basketball with some genuine people. It's definitely cool. Thank you guys for recognizing what I've done with music. Period. That's nice. Very much appreciated. Like I said, anything y'all want to do at game time, it's yours. I'll send y'all copies. Just let me know whatever y'all need.
Sure, man. Appreciate it. That's big, bro. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, man. So you got any shout outs? Like you know what I'm saying? You want to shout out anybody?
Man, honestly, man, I want to definitely YouTube for doing something that that a lot of people won't step out and do. I definitely want to give a shout out to my girl. You know, she been over here holding me down while I was doing this. You know, taking care of things while I've been on here for an hour and a half, just chilling. Then we're gonna shout out to my boy C. Lou, who pretty much helped me mold my music career. You know, I definitely want to give a big ups to him. He was definitely a big part in what I got going. Probably like in the last, my mom, my sister. I know they might not watch this. But the sacrifices that they have made in their life, where I am now, I appreciate it. Everything. You feel me? And besides the usuals, everybody y'all know I love y'all. I fuck with y'all. Everybody that fuck with me. You know, we don't need no shout outs for this specific name. You know, you best me, you know, stuff. But I definitely want to give those people their time to shine, you know, because they deserve it. Probably the biggest thing I definitely want to say to everybody that's been watching this. I know it's not too big, but all y'all standing up for this Black Lives thing that I've been noticing. A lot of people, just how y'all accept y'all friendships, respect off of that. Everybody's been doing it, and I know it's a crazy, touchy subject, but I definitely gotta speak on it. It means a lot, you know. Being oppressed as a Black kid is hard. Growing up as a Black kid ain't easy. You feel me? But you know, that's the reason why I've always tried to be who I am, a little different. You know, to show people that we're people. You know, because at the end of the day, we're all people. That's how it is. And that's why. And I want people to understand when I hear y'all when y'all say the all lives matter thing. We ain't saying that your life don't matter. We just saying right now we the ones getting knocked off a little too frequently. Like that's really what it is. But so I just want to say that. I definitely want to, like I said, shout out to you two for sure because this is big. Even this do have something to do. And shout out for the thing y'all doing every Saturday. And then for real. And then Ben, I know you coach the AU. Shout out to you because that's youth. And you're definitely doing a big with the youth, and I love that. You feel me? I hella love that. You feel me? That's probably. I definitely wanted to say that before I got up here. I appreciate that. It's something I wanted to get into. Definitely coaching kids because I love kids. You know, my girl also she's a teacher, so you know it's just something that we do. So I had hats off to you, definitely to you because I feel you on that.
Yeah, for sure, man. You got a shout out, Ben?
Oh man, shoot! Shout out to my wife. Big shout out to her. She's you know, like you said, holding it down. You know, while we doing this thing that we doing. But no, big shout out to everybody that's continuously watching. Make sure everybody goes and check this guy out though. Check his stuff out. Everything he's doing. You know, we got shout out to everybody that's been on these episodes so far. We have some real big ones coming up. Big shout out to Ed, man. He's been doing some work, bro. I'm talking about every day he's like texting me something. Hey, check this out. Hey, check this out. Look what I did. I'm like, damn, bro. I'm trying to keep up with you.
He was on me too. Trust me. When y'all sent me the 10:30 time, I was like, damn, can I even ask to move it? I was like,
yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll make it happen.
Yeah, we'll always make it happen, man. Always make it happen.
Definitely, yeah. And trust me, That's it. I didn't forget you, man. You know what's up. So I ain't even got to say it to you. You feel me?
Yeah.
And you know, so you know, I love you, bro. You definitely doing it.
You
And
know what
I
I'm saying?
respect
Yeah.
everything you
Yeah.
doing, bro. Straight up, bro. You
Appreciate
know
you,
me,
bro.
bro.
Appreciate
I'm very
you,
happy
man.
for you. I'm happy your son has a man like you to look up to, for real. Because you
Appreciate
don't get a
that.
lot of them in
Appreciate
that
that.
life, bro. You
Yep.
feel me? You know, good things come in small packages. You feel me?
You dig?
Yeah, let's
You dig?
go.
Yo, before we get out of here, man, let everybody know where they can find you. You know, where they can listen to your music and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you can find me. So at Rosh Mula is the best thing. At Rosh BSOP is my Instagram handles. Everything for is BSOP, just like the Henny. I know y'all drink the Henny. You know what it is. So ROSH BSOP. You can Rosh Mula anything on Google. You can hop up on YouTube anywhere. I'm actually getting ready to put out some new stuff, more all my new stuff now, content. So I'm just trying to preach my story to people. So people just take some time to listen. I think you would appreciate it. This music that I'm about to come out with through these next couple months, it's actually be coming out like about next month, is actually more of what I've been trying to do since I started. It's me. So I definitely hope y'all can listen. You know, maybe I come back on, or even if I'm still on, we definitely let y'all know. We'll see what it is. Debut it, you know, just to give y'all that. It's, trust me, man. I'm actually very happy and proud just to be doing what I'm doing, you know. And like I told a lot of people, I don't know if this is gonna be my last tape. We'll see how it is, you know, because I got other things in my life I kind of want to move on with, but music always gonna be there. But it definitely is gonna be the next one. It's gonna probably be the biggest. I'm gonna try to push behind. So look it up, Rosh Mula, where it is, Rosh BSOP. You can Fresh Music FM or Youngstone Music. That's where you can find anything. Just Google it anywhere. It should come up on YouTube. If not, find me on Instagram. I'll let you know exactly where it is. Or Twitter, same thing. My Twitter handle is the same thing, Rosh BSOP. So.
All right. There you go.
So.
There it is, man. Rosh VSOP. I put in the I put the tag in the bio, so in the description too. So you know what I'm saying? Everybody will know.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, I got one shout out, man. So there's a new podcast dude starting his own podcast. His name is Big T. You know what I'm saying? From it's called Landover Presents. I can't make this up. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't had an episode yet, but he's episode coming out next week, sometime next week. So y'all look into that. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like it's more like having like local people around, like, you know, on and stuff like that. So trying to put out for his city and stuff like that. So it's called Landover Presents. I can't make this up. And episode coming soon, episode 1 coming soon, sometime next week. You know what I'm saying? You guys can listen to his trailer on Spotify. Just type in Landover Present, and then he'll show up. So yeah, I just want to give him a shout out. You know what I'm saying? He's coming out. So yes, sir. Yeah.
Shout him out. That's what's up.
Man, I appreciate y'all for coming. You know,
thank y'all for having me on, y'all. Y'all have a good day. Enjoy your Sunday.
Sunday fun day.
Hey, remember, like I said, on Tuesday when the Blazers win, remember I said that.
Yes,
Like
sir. Yo, man.
All right, gentlemen. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah. Deuce.